Let me ask you something. Have you ever been talking to a girl and everything felt smooth, exciting, almost perfect? And then out of nowhere, she went cold. One day she is sending long messages, laughing at every joke, acting like she can't wait to see you. Then suddenly her replies get shorter. Her voice sounds different. The energy shifts. And you feel that sinking feeling in your chest like, what did I do? If you've ever been there, stay with me because today I'm breaking down the real reasons she lost interest. And I promise you, some of these reasons are deeper than you think. Let's talk. Let's be honest. And let's fix this once and for all. Reason 10. You were more invested than she was. This one stings, but it's real. Sometimes there is nothing wrong with you. You didn't mess up. You didn't do anything crazy. You didn't ruin anything. She just wasn't as invested as you were. And the moment she senses that you want her more than she wants you, her interest drops, because the dynamic becomes uneven. Attraction happens when energy is balanced, not when one person is chasing and the other is running. Sometimes it's not your fault. It's just the reality of how attraction works. Reason 9. You stopped being curious about her. At first, you asked questions. You listened. You paid attention. You remembered the little details. And slowly, as time passed, you got comfortable. You stopped being curious. You stopped asking how she felt. You stopped noticing the small things. When a woman no longer feels seen, she starts drifting. Curiosity shows effort. Effort shows interest. Interest creates connection. And connection is the fuel of attraction. Reason 8. You became inconsistent. One day you're warm, the next day you're cold. One week you're texting a lot, the next week you disappear. One moment you're confident, the next moment you're insecure. She never knows what version of you she's getting, and women crave emotional stability. They want someone they can feel safe around. When your energy feels unpredictable, her heart pulls back for protection. Consistency is what creates emotional trust, and trust is what allows attraction to grow. Reason 7. You didn't hold your standards. This is where respect enters the chat. Maybe she canceled on you multiple times. Maybe she tested your boundaries. Maybe she acted cold or distant. Maybe she said something that bothered you, but instead of speaking up, you stayed quiet because you didn't want to lose her. And guess what happens when a man ignores his standards? She stops respecting him, and once respect drops, interest drops right behind it. A woman wants a man who can stand on his own values, even if it means risking the relationship, because that's strength, and strength is attractive. Reason 6. You stopped leading the connection. Women love when a man knows where he's going. It doesn't mean controlling her. It means having direction. In the beginning, you had it. You planned the dates. You took initiative. You made decisions. Then slowly you shifted. You started asking her, what do you want to do? What do you want to eat? What do you want to watch? You became passive. She didn't lose interest in you. She lost interest in the version of you that stopped showing up. When a man leads with confidence, she relaxes into the connection. Reason 5. You made her your whole world. This one hits a lot of men hard, especially the ones with a good heart. You meet a girl you really like, you give her attention, you give her time. You rearrange your life for her. At first, she appreciates it, but slowly she starts feeling it. The weight of being your only source of happiness. And when a woman feels responsible for your mood, her attraction drops instantly. She wants to join your life, not become your life. A man who has passions, purpose, hobbies, friends, goals. That man is magnetic, and if she leaves, he still stands. That's the kind of man every woman is drawn to. Reason for you ignored the signals. Women rarely tell you directly when something is off. They send small signals first. Shorter replies, less energy in her voice, delayed texts, not mentioning future plans, pulling away physically, less eye contact. And here's where many guys mess up. When they notice the shift, they panic, they chase harder, they double text, they overcompensate. That pressure kills the remaining interest she had left. When she pulls back, you must stay calm, not because you're playing games, but because your calmness gives her space to breathe. Reason 3, you were trying to impress her instead of connect with her. Let me tell you about a guy I used to coach. Every time he went on a date, he turned it into a performance. He talked about his job, his car, his plans, his goals, his apartment. Not because he was arrogant, but because he wanted to prove he was good enough. And the girl always said the same thing afterward. He's nice, but I don't feel anything. Women fall for how you make them feel, not for your resume. When you're trying to impress her, you're not really present. You're not curious. You're not listening. You're not connecting. And connection is the oxygen of attraction. Reason 2, you gave too much too fast. Let me paint a scene. You meet her. She's beautiful. She's sweet. You vibe instantly. You start thinking she might be the one. So you go all in. Compliments every day. Gifts too early. Constant attention, putting her on a pedestal, and you tell yourself, I'm just being a good guy. But here's the truth. When a woman gets everything too fast, she never gets a chance to feel anything. There's no excitement, no curiosity, no buildup. You didn't give her space to miss you. You gave her so much that she didn't have time to value any of it. Even the sweetest girl loses interest when she doesn't have to earn your energy. Reason 1, you stopped being the man she first met. I want you to think back to the very first days you talked to her. Remember that version of yourself. You were focused, you were confident, you had your own rhythm. You weren't waiting for her to text you. You weren't overthinking, you were just living your life. And that energy is exactly what she was drawn to. But here's the mistake most guys make. The moment they start liking her, they switch. They start changing their routine, texting every second, asking for reassurance, losing their edge. And let me tell you something from personal experience. I once had a girl literally tell me, you were so mysterious at first, now I feel like you're always waiting on me. I didn't realize I was doing it, but that shift killed the tension. And tension is what builds attraction. When you stop being the man she met, she stops feeling what she felt for you. Now here's the truth. A woman rarely loses interest overnight. It's slow, it's quiet, it's subtle. But if you understand these reasons, you can stop it before it happens, or you can walk away with confidence if it's already happening. Because the goal is not to chase women. The goal is to become a man she feels lucky to stay interested in. Work on yourself, build your world, live your purpose, grow your confidence, hold your standards, and trust me, the right woman will meet you on that path and match your energy. Don't leave without subscribing. Every week I drop the kind of truth most people are too scared to talk about. You don't want to miss it.